van tour video. Why not? And I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I see a lot of van tour videos where people are going, oh, I do this or I do that. American van tour videos are absolutely amazing, by the way. Mine isn't that quite amazing, but for me, it does a decent job. I would like a bigger van. I'll probably mention that about 50 million times throughout this video, but here's my little Peugeot partner, all sign written with all the relevant bits and pieces that I like on the van. Let's start on the outside. So we've got the roof rack, got the gazebo, got the ladders. You need the ladders for, you know, larger vehicles like the G-Wagon, and when it's raining, get the gazebo out, obviously, and when it's sunny, also need to get the gazebo out as well. I love this reg plate, so VL for full picks, 10, I wanted 11, but it was an extra 200 quid, so I thought, well, I'm not doing that, I'm happy with 10. It was an extra 200 quid to go from 10 to 11. I know. And then we've got wax, love that. Let's have a look inside. Shall I just show you? I'm gonna get some hate for this, I don't even care. Right, here we go. I want all my stuff, but by having all my stuff, there's a certain, we'll just go through it all, shall we? Let's start on the doors, right? The bit that's okay. Gloves, various chemicals. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I'll bore you. If you do want me to do a super in-depth video on chemicals, dilution ratios, all that type of good stuff, what is in all these pump sprayers, triggers, whatever it may be, I will do that. But for this video, I'm just gonna gloss over most of the stuff that I've got in the van. I've also got, now this was dedicated for glass cloths and various microfibers, but now it's just become, there's stuff in it, right? I know what's in there, that's what matters. On this side, now I have got all my microfiber cloths, all my fresh, clean microfiber cloths that I'm going to use throughout the day or the next couple of days, and again, various chemicals that hung up on there. If you don't know what these are, guys, these are hose protectors, so you put them underneath your wheels, they just slide in, and then your hose will not get stuck under the tyre and just nicely glide across, like so. I did have 4, but I broke one, so that's why I have 3. I drove over it. Snowfoam lance, that's for my rinse aid. And then I think that's it on the outside. I think got various brushing, all that type of stuff. I don't want to bore you with that. So, if you haven't guessed already, this is the cover for the gazebo. I can't get it on the roof because then I'll never see it again. Moving on, we've got the EZ organised bags. If you haven't got anything already like these bags, buy them. They are great to organise all your car care stuff. In this one is polishers and some wet sanding discs. Okay, I'll just give you a quick, there you go, that's all you're going to get for that one. Second one, now this is for overspill of sort of chemicals and other little bits as well. Now, I know what's in this, all right, well I think I do anyway. I've got my buckets. I am going to get some new buckets. Now, these do look absolutely hanging, and I do understand why, because, you know, they have been battered and they have been used every day. So I'm going to get some black buckets and I'm going to get some personalised stickers, so they're coming soon, just ordered them. And then inside I've got my mitts, I've got my rinse aid, and I've got some shampoo in there as well, because it just fits nicely in there. I'm not having it rolling around the bucket. That's my water hose, as you can see. I don't even know what it is. 25 metre, there you go, 25 metre hose there. IK pump sprayer, 9 litres I think it is. It's an absolute awesome bit of kit. We'll go on to the side. We've got various bits and various chemicals all stashed away in there from a bit of WD. Believe it or not, it's always good to have a little bit of WD to, you know, grease up the doors and all the little bits and pieces that you may need. And again, I've got some random bits. I know what they are. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, that is not a Yanamite product. That is not a satin, what is it, carbon collective product. That's CarPro pills, tyre dressing. Basically, when it comes to these 500ml bottles, I bought ones that they just, sometimes they don't fit in the actual holders. They're actually a little bit too wide. So I've had to buy various bottles or use ones that do fit and then put different chemicals in them. Table, fold out, Stanley organised table, great table. Absolutely love it for all those car mats or just somewhere for Tom to put his camera. Machine polishes in there. Polishes that I'm currently using at the minute. I've got my 5-inch and 3-inch. I'm using Rupes. So there's my 5-inch machine. Absolutely love it. And then I've got my Rupes Mini 3-inch machine. Brilliant machines. Cables are a mess, but the best way to do that so you don't actually damage the cables, okay? Don't wrap them up, just put them in as they are. This has paid for itself 1,000 times over. When I pull up to a job, I'll put this sign out, and the amount of people will stop, look, take a photo, or ask for a card. And yeah, if you haven't got one, your mobile card, either Valta, whatever it is, buy a sign. Knee pad, this is probably the 10th one that I've bought because I always forget them, lose them, or they blow away, but make sure you've always got a knee pad. Air compressor, I do want a bigger air compressor, but again, you get a bigger air compressor, takes up more room. I don't know what litre this is, I can't remember. I should know. 24 litre. And then I've got my air hose reel, perfect for doing those deep cleans on interiors and blowing out all those crevices and underneath the seats and all that type of stuff. More organisers attached onto the side of the van. Then I've got my bucket organiser with all my bits and pieces that you've probably seen in all the videos. Again, if you want me to do a more in-depth video about all this type of stuff, leave in the comments and I will do it. I have got loads of snow foam guns and I don't know why, I just end up collecting them. I just see one and I buy it, I don't know why. Feet for the gazebo, so the gazebo doesn't blow away. I did have 4, but I drove over one, so I now have 3. Henry has never let me down and he just cracks on, right? And he's always happy to work with me, all right? For most of my pads, my 3-inch, my 5-inch, whether it be my different sort of pads, from my soft pads, medium pads, more aggressive pads for different levels of sort of polishing, from your heavy cut to your medium cut to your really refined stuff to really get that paint correction nailed and looking that paintwork as amazing as it possibly can. People love in my shorts and content, all that type of stuff, seeing me use all these little sort of brushes and toothpicks and everything that I'm going to need to really do that deep clean to get that car as new as it possibly can, if not better than new. It's supposed to be for your teeth, but great also for car interiors, right? So this is an ozone machine, costs you less than 200 quid. This has made me thousands of pounds, believe it or not. Now, once I've deep cleaned the interior, steam cleaned it, gone for it, you still got probably smells within your fabrics and within your car interior. Having this running for an hour, a couple of hours will remove most, if not all, those horrible smells. Makita combo drill with my brush attachment on the end with me 4 and 5 amp batteries. So if you go really smaller batteries, they won't last very long, okay? So get a 4 or 5 amp battery so you can get some good use out of them. Just spend a bit of money. Is that annoying you? Yeah. And get bigger batteries, all right? Drawer organiser, this used to flap around all in the van, but I've actually drilled it into the back so it's not gonna move or go anywhere. I'm not gonna go through all of it in depth, but you know, we've got brushes, some, I don't even know, brushes and polishes, waxes, got some sealants, fishing line, got some carpet stamps, clay towel, clay mitt, other applicators. This from ProChem, absolutely great for getting out stains out of fabric. Some ceramic coatings and bits and pieces in there. And then I've got sort of drills, not drills, I've got screwdrivers, I've got some wet sanding paper, toffee wheel, little tornado gun, and there's other little bits dotted around the van. Let's go to the side. We'll just go for it. Kranzel K7, absolutely awesome Rolls-Royce pressure washer. Okay, it will hopefully, provided that I look after it, it should outlive me. Little stepper for those slightly larger vehicles. Hose reel, so this is a 15-meter hose reel, as you can see, rolls all the way out. Then I've got various little hoses as well that I can use, so if I'm using customers' water, all the way out, plug in, and then straight into the pressure washer. Move on to the water tank then, 350 litre water tank. I usually fill that with spotless water so we don't get any water spots. Then I've got my little interior bag and with all my brushes and all my little bits and pieces in there. Phillips screwdriver for some reason. EZ drying towels, you can pick them up on their website. If you do want discounts for a lot of the stuff that I'm using, especially their drying towels, they're absolutely amazing. Okay, buy one, you won't go far wrong. Moving on. Give us a minute. It is a small van and it is compact. Come on. Karcher Professional Wet Vac. I did have the bristle one, which obviously is a lot smaller than this, but I did get caught out a few times. This is a brilliant machine and yeah, it cost me like 450 quid or whatever it did. Are you focusing on my ass? The the hose, and then we've got the spray end, and then we've got the wet and dry back end to then just literally suck all that gunk and crap out of those fabrics and out of those carpets and stuff. It's absolutely an amazing machine. Next. Steamer, little Karcher steamer. Now it is probably one of the cheaper machines that I have, and I do want to buy a better steamer, but until this one dies, I'll probably end up buying a better steamer. But it's amazing what you can sort of do with, I think it's like 120, 130 quid. So I had this little gap for my ladders, but then they just kept on getting in the way, so now they live on the roof. So I've got this nice little gap now so I can get access to stuff as and when I need it. All the way at the back here, I've got some 5 litre stuff, so I've got some wheel cleaner there. I've got some pre-wash that I'm trying out, and I've got some other various chemicals, bit of tar and glue and other little bits. I've got my little 1-inch machine, my carbon collective, and all the little bits that's there. It's like I'm in like a little market stall. I'm trying to sell you some out of the back of a van, innit? All my batteries, all my pads, all that type of stuff, charging, everything else from little bits in there. So that's all nicely stowed and organised there. And then I've got a little odds and sods box, Hoover bags, spare mitts, Alibaba crappy mitts. It's good to have all these little bits and pieces because when something breaks or goes wrong, I have a spare something. If you did enjoy the video and got value from it, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of if you want a more in-depth video of everything that I've got inside the van. If you want to know about dilution ratios, what I use, how I use it, all that type of stuff, I can go into much more in depth of everything that we actually have. If you look down...